Hello you guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Pamela, aka Pamazon Warrior, and today I have something special for you. Even though all the DIYs I make are pretty special, this one in particular is very special to me because this is a flower wall backdrop that I'm actually going to have at my traditional Nigerian wedding. And by the time you see this DIY, a bunch of other DIYs will be underway, so definitely make sure you stay tuned for that. Now today I have this DIY project which I used all or a majority of flowers that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Yes, you can make the Dollar Tree flowers look very luxurious and expensive. And if you want to know how I did it, stay tuned. For this project, you'll need the following materials. I'll be using fabric for the backdrop so that I can transport it easily. You'll need a glue gun and a lot of glue sticks. I probably used about 3 packs for this project, but get 4 just in case. And a lot of faux flowers, which I'll get more into later. And if you plan on putting this on a backdrop stand, then you will also obviously need that as well. I also have this thick sheet of cardboard because I am using fabric and I don't want to get glue on our hardwood floor. Plan ahead to go to several Dollar Trees because this is all of the pink flowers that this one particular store had. So I obviously had to make multiple trips to different locations, and I chose these pink flowers because they look the best when bunched together and also look the most realistic. If you tried to order these in bulk online from Dollar Tree's website, then you'll find that they have a lot of other colors that are included in the cases, and I only wanted the pink, so I found it better to just go to the different stores and get them myself. I'd also ordered some flowers online. These did take about a month to come, so definitely keep that in mind if you decide to order from the link that I'm going to post down below. But I did think that they were really helpful in terms of adding some additional flair to the variety of flowers and help to make things look even more realistic. For the flower wall, I highly recommend finding a green base so that if any light does shine through, it will still look natural. Here, I just took some leftover fabric and I overlapped it, and I'm going to glue these 2 pieces together. It is about 6.5 feet in one direction and about 7.5 to 8 in another. Obviously measure out what you think will be good for you. If you are making your own out of 2 different pieces of fabric, overlap them and then glue them together. You could use green curtains or any type of material that can hang from a rod, but I still think using fabric is so much better purely because I needed to transport this entire flower wall across the country and was able to roll it up, stick it in a bag, and put it in a suitcase. To hang up the plain material on the backdrop stand, you'll need to make these fabric twist ties and put them all along the top of the backdrop and on the sides. So it was simple. You want to make sure you poke a hole with the pen about 1 inch or so from the edge of the material, and then you're going to take some strips that you'll cut only no more than 1 inch thick, and then roll it and then pull it through the hole. Here's a closer look at how I did it. I took my pen and I poked a decent sized hole about 1 inch from the end of the fabric. I pre-cut around 14 or 15 of these thin pieces of fabric, rolled the edges of it, and then you are going to carefully slide and pull it through. Make sure you carefully pull the ties to the side so that you don't mistakenly cover them up when you were putting the flowers. And then I hung it up on the backdrop stand because I wanted to see if there were any areas that it looked baggy or it drooped, whether it's on the right hand side or the top. And then I went back in and I'm going to add in some extra twist ties. First, I'm using 7 different types of flowers, and I will put the information down below. The first 6 I got from the dollar store. They are all shades of the fuchsia, I guess hot pink-esque flowers. Those were all from the Dollar Tree, and then this last one I got from AliExpress. And I really love the fact that it has these extra, it just has so much detail, and these things are really gonna come in handy. So what I did is I just pulled I pulled the flowers off of the stem. And then what's important to me is to take off these leaves as well, because I think the leaves really help to make it look more natural, more diverse. And to me, having all the different types of flowers really makes it look like a much more vibrant and natural flower wall, as opposed to just having all individual flowers. It's up to you if you do it this way. Again, these are not glued down. I just wanted to see and get an idea of what it would look like. And I am so excited. Like, it's not even glued down and I already can tell that it's gonna look really good. And on the flowers themselves, I still kept the little plastic pieces. No set pattern. I'm really just trying to mix so that there are different types of flowers next to each other. Yes, let's come in together. I didn't even glue these down yet, and look! It's so vibrant and so pretty. I was checking to see, or try to get an estimate of how many flowers I might need. I'm gonna need a lot. But this is my biggest tip in terms of trying to determine how many flowers you are going to need. I say make a fake mat, and by the fake mat, I haven't glued them down. I just created a variety of flowers. And to me, this was the best way for me to be able to calculate how many bunches I would need to be able to complete my finished project. So now that I know that every 2 square feet is 12 of these bunches, and each bunch has 5 flowers. Ultimately, if I want to do 4 of these squares across and 4 of these squares down, that would be 16 of these, which means 16 times 12 is 192. My math could be completely wrong. I was right, but do your math and figure out what works best for you. Then it's the fun part. You can start actually gluing down these flowers. I just wanted to make sure that your calculations are right and you have more than enough flowers, because there's nothing worse than getting started with a particular pattern and design and running out. And once you have what you need, you just glue and keep gluing. As tedious as this process was, I'm definitely glad that I decided to take the plunge and DIY this flower wall myself, because when I did the research, the flower walls that are available for sale on the low end were over $2,000, not including shipping and taxes. On the low end for rentals, it was at least $1,200, and a majority of the time I couldn't find any that looked like this color, or they just look too artificial to me. And this super detailed flower wall ended up costing me under $200, so best believe I'm gonna keep on gluing. This is what it looks like so far. And I still need to fill this with greenery, but I've already pre-plucked some and some flowers. Boy, this thing is taking so long to finish, but we're almost there. I just wanted to see what it looks like. And right now I noticed that there are some areas that have some small gaps, and I have this facing with the light behind it, so I can see areas that I want to fill in. I took these flowers apart and I am going to add some glue to the back of them, and I'm really just gonna fill them in some of the gaps. I did one here so you can see what that looks like, and it gives you the illusion of fullness. And when you're done, you're gonna see a lot of these glue spider web type things, and that's fine. We're just gonna pull those off. I'm gonna fill in all of these gaps, and then I will come back, clean up, and show you the final product. Y'all see my baby? Look at how luxurious it looks. I'm so happy. I filled in the gaps, and man, I bought 192 bunches of flower. Between gluing down those individual flower heads and the greenery and the individual petals, woo, it's thousands of pieces, baby. And you guys, that is it. Those are the steps that I have to create this large, luxurious flower wall made with Dollar Tree flowers. Now it's time for today's warrior word of the day. Today's warrior word of the day is bloom. Whew. Let me tell you guys, working on this project, okay, I worked on it after work on the weekend, and it took a long time. I'm not going to lie to you, using the glue gun after a while, my hands got really tired, and it just had me thinking, sometimes when we're working on something, we want it to be done overnight, and sometimes it takes time. When you plant a seed, it doesn't grow in one day. You have to nourish it and give it time to flourish and to grow. And a lot of times we have to be more patient and kind with ourselves when it comes to the crafts that we work on, to the things that we want done in our personal and professional lives. And really, it's about giving it the nourishment, the ability to flourish and bloom. I hope you guys enjoyed my DIY tutorial using Dollar Tree flowers for this luxurious flower wall. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video.